Sorry, so the last card that I pulled, like I said, was a person who was wounded and they're following behind the path of a person who is leading the way. The person that is leading the way is anxious, is possibly worried, is concerned, but is leading the way by faith. And also is probably unsure or uncertain of the path ahead. The energy in the air between the two looks cold. Like there is some sort of, energy to it where it's just basically a cold energy, not hot energy, in the Five of Pentacles. There's more meaning to this card and of the Five Pentacles, that I can eventually dig deeper into the meaning. From what I'm seeing right now is this situation where there's a wounded person who possibly is who only has 1 foot on the ground, who only has 1 foot planted in the ground, who isn't stable. Someone who, possibly needs assistance from the person who's leading the way. The person who is in assistance, who is following behind the person who is leading the way, is looking to them for guidance, for assistance, for help, for, just overall direction. And like I say, the person who's leading the way, is in this concerned energy because it's very cold right now, the energy between the two of them. But nonetheless, they are still leading the way. So, and that's literally in the card. Okay. You can see the person is not stable. You can see that the person is, reliant upon another person leading the way and in charge of the direction of the situation. We also have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, I actually went over this card already. We have the Nine of Cups, okay? And in the Nine of Cups, I see an abundance of, offerings, an abundance of, things to come in the future. And I see that the person, you will eventually be happy throughout this situation. For yourself, just in general, so I'm getting that, at the end of the, situation, that there will be some happiness, eventually. In the Nine of Pentacles, we have a person who's pretty much surrounded by wealth. You're surrounded by wealth in a situation. You will have peace and prosperity, surrounded by wealth, surrounded by everything that, you desire. You will be happy. You'll be comfortable. You'll be admiring the things around you that you worked hard for eventually. And you will be at peace. You'll be within your element. You will be right within your, your element, your energy, basically at peace with the situation, whatever it is, you'll eventually end up at peace with the situation, you're at, or either you're at peace with the situation and whatever it is that's going on right now because of what you see that is going on or what it's leading up to or the circumstances surrounding the situation. We have the Chariot. Okay, my idea of the Chariot is someone who is basically in charge of, their destiny and of their life or their situation. And it's also like a very divine energy, a very bold energy, something that, basically can be proud of, something that is something much so of an accomplishment for yourself. So with that being said, the Chariot card, shows that, you have some strength and resilience within you. And, as long as you keep moving forward and keep pushing forward, you will end up in this, divine, abundant, high energy. As long as you keep pushing for the right, outcome or the right, you have, good intentions about the situation. I can see you, basically coming into, a satisfying position or, satisfied with the overall outcome. And, you'll be sitting on your throne and you will be, proud of your accomplishments, and you will get basically where you need to be. We also have the Page of Cups, where I feel as if, you see these offerings coming in. You can clearly see these opportunities coming in for you because of the work that you've done, because of everything that you've put into, transforming yourself over the last few days, weeks, months, or years. You're seeing this come into fruition, all of the things that your heart desires, and or that that you manifest. The things that you manifest are coming into fruition. So you'll be having offerings coming into fruition. Okay, there are offerings coming in for you. Many opportunities coming in for you. And we have the King of Swords. Okay? Because you, despite all of the happiness and the good and this and that you have going on, you also have your guard up. You're on high alert. You have your antennas up. You've been through some shit. You know when, something isn't right, when something doesn't seem right. You know when to put your guard up. You know when to do this and when not to do this, or you know what I mean in particular. So you're not playing. You're not playing with anybody else. You're not letting nobody play with you, your energy, your time, your effort, anything anymore, because you've gotten your guards up. You're like, anybody who tries to come and play with me and play in my energy, it's a wrap. I'm not going to sit here and let you play with me. You know what I mean? You've got your guard up. So continue to do what you've been doing. And, eventually you will see everything that you've been desiring over the last couple of weeks come into fruition.